Hello at this hour, this is Teori. I've been playing other games lately, so some people have given up, and even those who try mostly get the answer wrong, right? This is the silhouette of this character. I assumed everyone would recognize it at this level, but was it difficult? Officer, it seems like your mother is quite a skilled player. This is the main character of this silhouette. The reason Kim Kwang-hyun is so good is because he applied the genocide cutter technique. Just kidding, honestly, it was pretty hard to find a similar pose. This time, the character is Rugal, and it's his pose right before he uses the genocide cutter attack. Rugal, the first boss of King of Fighters, was a groundbreaking two-phase boss for a fighting game at the time, and his difficulty level is considered quite high. But it wasn't just that he was difficult, he was insanely overpowered, which made things even crazier. Let's check out the wild Rugal from 94, the first boss in the King of Fighters series. I was going to split pages 1 and 2, but I'll cover everything together. Page 1, Rugal's A or B is fast, strong, and has great hitboxes. A and B share the same animation. This is the hitbox of a crazy boss. The attack hitbox is insanely huge due to the broken hitbox, and the hurtbox starts from the torso. The reach is so long, it can't be called a weak basic attack. To show you how crazy it is, it even just breaks Ryo's Shoryuken like this. Normally, it's a move you can use to interrupt basic attacks, but Rugal can stop it with just his weak basic attack. Next are Enja A and B. Rugal's crazy A or B share the same motion and hitbox properties. Even Robert, with his good reach, gets beaten by a basic low light attack. Also, Rugal can use the main 94 combo route, the low poke combo. A and B mainly differ in their drastically different stun values. Standing A can stun the opponent in 7 or 8 hits, but using only standing B makes stunning nearly impossible, no matter the combination. A goes up 100 points B by 200, but even hitting with standing B 10 times won't cause stun. Takuma is stunned in 7 standing A hits, but if he's stunned in 5, you'd need 10 standing B hits to equal the stun of 2 standing A's. Since both have the same low hitbox, standing B is completely useless. The attack hitbox stays active from start to landing. It's a wild jump A or B. To show you just how crazy the hitbox is, it never loses to lows, and unless it's an anti-air move with invincibility, you can never break through Lugare's jump or Yakibonji. The attack hitbox is huge and the hurtbox tiny, causing these ridiculous situations. The cross-up hitbox is very generous, so even a slight touch results in a cross-up. Then a low combo will kill you immediately. Honestly, it's not very useful, but you can do an instant overhead. Still, using it as a mix-up with Rugal is foolish. From 98, Rugal's Far C had a poor animal-like motion, but the original version was a highly effective normal move. The attack hitbox isn't super fast, but it's decent, and as a boss character, the hitbox is also drawn quite selfishly. And as you can see now, it also has the performance to really hit hard. Surprisingly, even though it's a simple move, it tears Yuri's clothes and hits her hard. The reason is that even though it's a basic move, it has the properties of a special move. So it's a crazy basic move that can easily deal guard damage without any risk like this. This is a worthless basic move, close range C, that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Rugal, marked by Mile, can't use his special moves, so he can't cancel, and it's so slow it's even more useless. For Rugal, this basic move is totally worthless. Rugal's close range D is a fast page 1 move that works well as a main attack. This basic move can strike twice and has a huge attack hitbox. Plus, the damage is insane and the stun value is extremely high. However, the main drawback is the noticeable hitback. Even Heidern's original ranged B can't match it. The hitback is so strong that fully charged Bs can't score points directly. Using the reverse guard lets you create King of Fighters' easiest instant kill combo. Anja's C and D share the same motion and frames, and they use the same hitbox as Anya's A or B. Since you can't cancel into a special move, it doesn't matter, but C and D are different. If you use Anja's C, it has a low hitbox, but the opponent won't fall down. You have to use D to knock them down. Against Jijong Gongdae, the main move is jump C or D. Startup is as fast as a light basic attack, and the hitbox is incredible. The motion matches a light basic attack, but its active frames and damage differ significantly. Even if you use it carelessly, it has insane performance, showing Hiyori level back guard capabilities. See you next video. Use the heavy basic attack for more damage and wider hitboxes to approach and use the overhead. Q's G-Zone internal skill and Luger's jumping heavy attack pose no issue. If you throw it out without timing, Q takes the damage. If Lugar is stunned, the Black Beast will help. Phase 1, when Luger gets smashed, Phase 2 begins with the power to fight at full strength. Even when fighting Central Processing Unit Luger, honestly, Phase 1 Luger's artificial intelligence isn't that great compared to his abilities. Now, let's take a look at Phase 2 Luger. I'll skip the basic moves that are repeated. See you in the next video. From Phase 2, Jumpway's attacks change to hand attacks, and it's almost like a complete barrier. It's a basic move that's much better than Ralph 98's elbow or anything like that. It has much better reach and a crazy hitbox compared to regular characters. It's overwhelmingly strong in aerial battles too, and it almost perfectly covers anti-air as well. Because it attacks non-stop until it lands, it essentially plays the game on its own. This is the Phase 2 standing B basic attack. The character seems to lift off the ground, making the low hitbox vanish. It's a simple zoning move, so even Lucky with his strong D uses it often. The stance raises you off the ground, making it seem like a single hit move, but it's a rare basic move that can be cancelled. The motion is the same, but even though Phase 1 and the hitbox are already overpowered, this is an even more broken jump B. Just like in Phase 1, the attack lasts until you land. Honestly, if your height is lower than Rugal's, you can really break anything's head. It's high performance to the point that it's hard to understand. The motion and hitbox are the same as Phase 1 Rugal, but the performance of the long-range C has completely changed. Its extremely fast activation makes its zoning far superior to Phase 1. A buffer was added to activation speed, so you can't hit twice anymore. The attack is so fast, there's nothing to be disappointed about. Another difference is that now it's become a pure basic move that no longer deals guard damage. I said Rugal's close C in Phase 1 was bad, but from Phase 2 on, it now has 2 extra hits. Tencel can freely choose and use whichever of the 2 motions he wants. The moves are so strong that even a graze can be deadly. Even when he attacks hard, it's this strong, so facing him can make you hate the world. In Phase 1, Anja's attacks use the same motion, but in Phase 2, his heavy attacks have new motions and much longer reach. The hitbox remains quite generous. Anja C and D both have low attacks like in Phase 1, but just like in Phase 1, C can't knock down the opponent, and only D can cause a knockdown. By using this, you can also use the stone combo very easily, and the damage is also considerable. That's why we couldn't win. This is a forward jump D. The vertical open back jump matches Phase 1 jump D. The forward jump D in King of Fighters is a simple move that can hit twice. However, the gap between each hit is so brief that landing a full hit is tricky. Landing even a single hit is fine, but a full hit gives huge damage and stun, damage others need meter and effort for, you can do with a basic combo. Doshin can create a cross-up guard even if it's slightly off, but I suggest using A or B for cross-ups instead, as they're easier to perform. This is Lu Al's original Repuken projectile, much stronger than Geese Howard's. The damage is extreme, but what's truly wild about this projectile is something else. As you can see, its recovery speed after firing is incredibly fast. His basic moves are already on another level, and even in projectile battles, his performance is insane. He just can't lose. If you use this with the projectile bug, it's much more threatening than the bugs of other characters. 2 hits like this will stun you instantly. Even without the bug, the basic combo stuns you and breaks the game. Next is the insane Kaiser Wave, and Rugal's original command is also very easy. The launch is extremely fast, and the projectile travels at incredible speed. Another advantage is the unusually fast stun recovery, similar to the Gale Fist. So, this kind of pressure becomes possible, something that other players like Numbernim or Rugal can't even imagine. Kaiser Wave and Gale Fist can be used together even without the projectile bug. At long distances, the projectile animation behaves unpredictably. Next is Rugal and their signature, the Joseda. The original Rugal's genocide counter is known for its outstanding internal power performance. When the attack hitbox is active, the hurtbox vanishes and only briefly reappears when landing, making it nearly invincible. Even a quick glance shows Rugal always wins, even at times others can't imagine. You can deal insane damage and stun at the same time for combos. If the gauge is full, he'll rip their clothes off without worrying about the stun. Personally, I think Dark Barrier is a skill that doesn't really suit CL deck. The Dark Barrier of 95 Rugal is the best skill, but original Rugal is different. Reflecting projectiles has existed since the original Rugal. But the Dark Barrier we know can also be used as an attack, right? Rugal's original Dark Barrier only reflects and has no attack hitbox, making it useless. It's much better to use a projectile to gain frame advantage than to use that. Subtitles in the video by Baydal Minjok. I use the move where you run up and slam them into the wall. Even if the opponent guards, there's no risk and you still deal some guard damage. It's fast and great, but the command input is awkward and takes time to get used to. Even if you mess up the command, it's not like 98 where Rugal might do a beast move by accident, so if your opponent is too scared to throw projectiles, it's worth a try. It's hard to use as anti-air since there's just a brief 3-frame gap with no hitbox before a large hitbox appears immediately after. If you finish with God Press, clothes stay intact, but using guard damage from God Press can tear them. Thank you for watching.